there's a lot of things that I do as second nature that I take for granted as standard general information, and that would come to mind just as easily for anybody else. It is really hard to sort through that process to understand other people's perspectives, what their blind spots are, or how to talk to people about things that are sorta in their purview, but like the specifics of how expectations just can't be met, and exceptions and things like that. I do remember what it was like to have a life, and to not have the time to sit there and puzzle these things through, and to get into all sorts of weird head spaces to find things underneath stuff. I also know that stuff can happen very rapidly in situations of severe trauma or stress, and that people usually hope to find something to help them through that process that is not trauma or stress. So, in the meantime, bumped into Azrael outside a little bit ago while I was smoking, and I've talked before, maybe not talked, but wrote before about how the angels, when they are going crossways across the loops, the universe skids. The universe is a little slippery. So they'll pop up in your timeline at one point that could be quite a bit away from the point at which anything they tell you is actionable. And so we have combined two of those points in the past day or so, although he may not have checked the back trail. So anyway, so these things, nobody knows the timing of so many things, but there's a lot of stuff that progresses somewhat linearly. Like, you disappear somebody's daughter, and basically business as usual of certain kinds of things. People adapt eventually, and when things are progressing in one direction towards narrower and narrower focus, less and less effort, more and more of the world is having activities that you don't understand, while you're thinking more and more that you know it all and you have all the control. So and then that leads to more risky behavior. So these are things that lots of different people quantify in different ways, but another thing that's going on is there are always leaps in social media technology that have turned my blog and my videos into a hologram that is interactive. And even though I've been working on this for more than 10 years, it was just like overnight that this all became a resource that could be used. I understand. I mean, I've tried to search my own blog, and it's a nightmare. But if you've got a better search engine, and a lot of people do, it's not that hard.